Very good morning, children. Welcome to session 4, lesson animal behavior. So today we're going to discuss some interesting behaviors that shows intellectual abilities, capacities of different types of animals in the animal kingdom. You see, wherever we take this weaver bird. So this bird is a very intelligent, and by using three broad leaves, it is able to construct its nest. Now with this three leaves, what it means, first leaf it uses at the base, and then the second and third on top and the side. In this way, by using these three leaves, it prepares the nest like this, and later by using narrow threads, what it do, it stitches all these leaves like this. Okay, now what happens? So it becomes a very safe nest. So in this way, this weaver bird construct or build its nest with the help of these three broad leaves. And even some birds, they prepare their nest only with the leaflets. Leaflets means, that means the young leaves can be called as leaflets, right? And in our surroundings we can find different types of nest which are prepared by different types of birds. And here, see, in this case we can find this nest is completely made up of this dried sticks, right? And some by using very thorny sticks like this. Okay, and here, have you seen? Generally we call this as a gijigadu in Telugu, and very commonly we can find this in the villages. Clear? So this is a way how these birds can construct their nest. Okay. So when now we come to another animal, that is a beaver. This a beaver animal. It's a mammal. Mammal means which feed its baby with its milk. Okay. So it's a mammal that belongs to North America. Okay, generally where it lives means in the water. Generally it likes the water like a swimming pool. So but generally we can find see here we can find the water stream. Water stream means like a canal. So then what it do means, with the help of very sharp teeth. This animal has a very sharp teeth, and with the help of that teeth, it cuts the stems of plants. Okay, so that what means the trees are falling down, and in this way, the trees are fallen across the water like this. And then it also add this stones and mud. So by using this three twigs means branches, or we can say stems, and then stones and mud. What it means, it is able to construct 4 feet wall, 4 feet height of a wall. Okay, so that what means, now all this water, it gets stagnated here. Stagnated means it gets stored up. Okay, now it becomes like a ditch, a pool. Okay, now in this pool, this animal will live. Correct. Okay, but not in a running water, but it likes this stagnated water. So whenever we observe this animal has the capacity to convert running water into stagnated water. Good. Okay. So this is the way how this beaver can survive, right? And the next one, have you seen this one? This insect. So generally we can find this insect in our home or in our surroundings. We call this as a wasp, and which is also very intelligent, right? Okay, that means by thinking about its future needs, it constructs its nest with what? With the mud. Okay, now and then you may observe your mother. Say for example, she is preparing a chapati. Okay, then what she do? She take this atta powder, and then by adding water, she prepare this dough. Okay, and sometimes if the water is more, then what happens? See, this dough becomes very loose. Then what your mother do? She adds some more amount of atta powder. So for example, it is very rough, it is very dry, then what you do, you add some more water and again mix it well to get correct consistency for preparing chapati. Have you seen that? Yeah, in the same way, here also this animal prepares its nest with the help of this mud. Okay, first it selects the mud, and then by adding a few drops of water, it makes it mud a little bit loose mixture, and then it prepares the structure like this. Alright. Suppose this mud is a little bit tight, then what I do, by adding a few drops of water, it makes that a little bit loose. Alright, suppose the mixture, this dough, this mud is very loose, then what I do, that means it waves its wings. Okay, so because of this waving water means air is produced, and with the help of that air, it makes this wet mud into dry mud. Correct. In this way, it prepares its nest like this. Have you seen this nest? Generally, we can find this kind of nesting in our windows. That means at our windows and also at the corners of the room like this. Have you seen? Okay. So after the construction, what it do means, it stores its food. So what is the food for its this insect? Means the larvae of other insects. So how it captures its larvae, its food, means it has some poison. So venom. What is meant by venom means poison. So first it injects its poison into the other larva, that means into larvae, so that that larvae gets killed. Now these dead larvae are brought into this nest. Okay, and then over the food, what is the food here? There is a larvae. Over the food, it lays its eggs. Okay, and after a few days, the eggs develop into its own larvae, and so that larvae can get its food. Or in this way, that means for the future sake. Future sake means that means for a reproduction purpose, it constructs it's a nest. Got it? So this is also very intelligent insect. Got it? Okay. Then come to the next one. In our daily life, we can find that some of the people, they are cheating others. That means to fill their stomach, they do different types of things. Okay, and some people, they believe in wrong way. Okay, so for that, what they do, they earn the money by cheating others. Okay, in the same way, here in birds also we can find that kind of a cheating behavior, and this cheating behavior was proved by experiments made by different scientists. Okay, and here what is that example means? This bird. Okay, what's the name of this bird means? This scrub jay. Now actually this scrub jay feeds on small fruits, and for a future purpose, this bird, it likes to store or hide its food. But while hiding, what it do means, it hides that food in the presence of another scrub jay bird. Okay, then after a few days, when that first bird comes for the food, it cannot find its food. Why means the second bird, it cheated. The second bird cheated the first one. That means the second bird already came there, and it steal that food. Correct. It's a planned win. Correct. So in this way, in animals also we can find this kind of a cheating behavior. Right. So what is the name of that bird? That's a scrub jay. The next one, have you seen this? You are well aware of this animal, that is a squirrel. We can find this in our surroundings. Okay, and even this squirrel also hide its food in a very fascinating manner, in a very fascinating method. Okay, what it do means, before the rainy season, it likes to store the food. So it collects different types of nuts and the seeds and all the things. But actually it don't have any living place. Okay, that's why what it do, it makes some digs. It makes some digs. It digs pits. Pits means guntalu, right? So it digs some pits and then are holes, and in that holes it stores its food. Okay. So of course this animal knows that. So some other animals may find my food, and they come and they open these holes and they eat up my food. Okay. So in order to confuse the other animals, what it do means, it makes many holes. It makes many holes. But it keeps the food only in a few holes. You got the point? It makes many holes, but it stores the food only in a few holes. Okay, and later all these holes are covered with the leaves. Okay, so in this way, what happens means this animal cheats the other animals. Got it? But of course, the same process also help in another method. In the 7th class, you studied about one process, seed dispersal. Seed dispersal. In this way, it do all these things before the rainy season. Say for example, whenever this animal forgets its food, which were kept in some holes, then what happens when it rains? See these grains or these seeds, they absorb water and then they develop into new plants. Correct. In this way, even this animal help in a seed dispersal process. Correct. Okay. The next one, here is a scientist by name Hermann. So this scientist, I will show you. No, this is a scientist, and this scientist, he did this experiment on some special animals, some special mammals. What are they means? There is a bottle-nosed dolphins. Bottle-nosed dolphins, right? So here, where he conducted his experiment means at Cavalli Basin Laboratory. At Cavalli Basin Laboratory at Hawaii Islands, right? And he selected 4 dolphins. He selected 4 dolphins, and even he gave the names. He gave the names to these dolphins. What are those names? Akikomoi. Okay, just observe here. Akikomoi, and the next Phoenix, Allen and Hippo. Allen and Hippo, right? So these are the names that are given to these 4 dolphins by, who is that? That is a Hermann. Okay, and even he, that means in his study, he found that these dolphins can remember their names. Dolphins can remember their names. Even in our villages, we can find that in some other houses we can find cattle like sheep, goat, like this, cow, buffaloes, like this. Okay, and some people, they gave the names also, like Lakshmi, okay, like this. Okay, so whenever we call that name, then what means? Then automatically that animal responds. Have you seen that? What? So in the same way, here also, these animals, they can remember their names, and even they can understand code language. They can understand code language. Code language means, that means, by giving some signals, we are able to, have you seen this dumb people, deaf and dumb? Okay, even though they could not able to listen and they speak, they could able to communicate with each other, right? Better than normal people. Have you seen that? By showing some signals, Okay, they are able to communicate with each other. Okay, now what do you call that? That is, will be code language. Code language. In the same way, even these animals are able to understand better this code language when they are trained. When they are trained, right? So, for example, here closed fist, closed fist. So this is one kind of a code. So what is the meaning for this? A code means there is a tub. There is a tub. And then raised arms. When both the arms are raised, just like a handset, then what is meant by that? It means ball. It means a ball, right? And one raised hand. One raised hand. When one hand is raised, okay, what is mean by that? Means bring here. Bring here. Here we can find three codes. What is that? Closed fist, then two arms in the air, and last one, single arm in the air. So when this headman shown these three codes or these three signals simultaneously, then what they did means they bought the ball from the tub. Now what they did? That means they bring that ball from the tub. So what is the first one? When fist, then both the arms in the air, and then single arm in the air. So when these three signals are given in a sequence, then they understood that he want to bring the ball. Okay, so they bring the ball from that tub. Okay, and then when the same signals are done are given in the reverse, that means a single arm, then two arms in the air, and then a closed fist. Then what they do? They throw the ball into the tub. They throw the ball into the tub. Correct. So they given, see, these animals, they could able to remember their names. Remember their names by short and long whistles. Short and long whistles. Have you seen? Your Peter Master is also giving some signals during this PET period or during this games. You know, he give signals by whistling. Okay, and for a short whistle we can find one meaning, and for a long whistle one more meaning. Correct. In this way, with the short and long whistles, they could able to understand, or they could able to remember their names. Okay, and whenever these animals are called with the name, only that animal respond. Only that animal responds, and remaining animals, they will be busy in their works. Alright, in this way, we can find a very different type of behavior in these animals, and we can say they are very, very intelligent. Right? Okay. Right? Okay, then so this is that bottlenose dolphin, and scientist, that is a Hermon. What's the next one? That is Evrin Pepperberg. Evrin Pepperberg, he is also one scientist, and this scientist, he grown up one parrot. And what is that a parrot means? We call that as African grey parrot. African grey parrot, and he gave the name. What is the name of that? That is Alex. That is Alex. And later he gave the training. He gave a training to this parrot. So what is the training, and what he learned? What that means that this Alex learned in that training means, say this Hermon, he learned, that means he made that Alex to learn more than 100 words. More than 100 words. Like a ball, tap, then a bring, like this. So in this way, he learned how many? That is 100 words. And whenever these 100 words are given to this Alex, then what this animal did means, it arranged all these words in a sequence, and it is able to make a meaningful sentence. Meaningful sentence. Correct. So here, the scientist gave only words, But what this animal can do, this animal make, that means join this word and make them into a sentence. Correct. And later, even he showed one yellow bowl. Yellow bowl. Bowl means a small cup like a structure, and then yellow dish. Dish means like a saucer, right? And when these two are shown to this Alex, and then he put a question. What is the question? What is the similarity? What is similarity? Similarity means what is the common point in that? Then immediately see that Alex answered color. Color. Now color is common in this bowl and a dish. And in the same way, he also put one more question. What is that? What is the difference? Then immediately it answered shape. It answered shape. Why means bowl will be a little bit round in shape, and this dish will be oval shape like this. Alright. Okay, and even see this parrot or this Alex, it could able to teach the other parrots also. Other parrots. And whenever the other parrots speak any word wrongly, here, what is meant by utter? Utter means speaking loudly. Okay, that is said to be utter, right? Or shouting wrongly, then it instruct them and say, is that clear? Like that. Now even when we explain something to your friends and someone, then after that, you go the point or not, or is that clear or not, like this, right? In the same way, this Alex also used the word. What is that? That is a clear, right? And this animal has one great creativity also. What is that creativity means? Well about apple. Apple. It's a very healthy fruit, right? But when this apple is shown to this animal, it called that apple as a bannery. Why it gave that name means, so this apple tastes like banana. It tastes like a banana, and it looks like a cherry. So by adding banana and a cherry, it created a new word, that is bannery. Actually, bannery, there is no word actually, right? But it created a new word, correct? So with this, we can say that it has a great creativity. And even before it died, so this Alex could able to learn tables. Tables in mathematics, to get first table, second table, like this. Up to seventh table, this animal, this bird, could able to recite. That means it learned. Alright? So in this way, we can say this Alex, this is a very, very intelligent parrot. Right? So yeah, we can find that this is a scientist. Who is this? There is Evelyn Pepperberg. With here, we can find this bird, and this is that African grey parrot. Even in our daily life also we can find some people, they rear this parrot. Okay, and even these parrots are able to speak. Okay, so that they think that it is not an animal, it is like a friend. That means it's just like a family member. They discuss all the things and they share all their feelings with that animal. Have you seen that? Yeah. Okay. The next one. So here, these animals also, whenever we observe our face, can I say that from morning to night, always you will be in the same feeling? No. Sometimes you will be happy, and sometimes moody, and sometimes very sad, and sometimes fear. Okay, like this, we show different types of expressions. In the same way, animals, different types of animals also show different types of emotions, like a happiness. They're able to show happiness. Then a threat. then fear, then anger, sadness, etc. Right? So just like a human beings, even animals are also able to express all these feelings. Okay, for example, think that means you are growing a dog. You are growing a dog, and your father is taking care of that dog, right? The means feeding, then taking bath, and then cleaning that, and taking that animal to outside. In all these things, your father is taking much care about that animal. Okay, think that on some office work, he went for a camp for 3 days. Okay, and after 3 days, on a fourth day, when your father come back to your home, have you seen that kind of situation? Immediately what means? Immediately this dog run towards your father, and then what it do? The means it stands on its two legs, and then it puts its legs over your father's shoulders, and then it start licking your father. Have you seen? Which means it is showing its happiness. Okay, and even when you take this cows, generally we use this cows and bullocks for the agriculture purpose. Say for example, a farmer took the animal to the field in the morning, and then they come back in the afternoon. So think that animal has a baby. That is what do you call that, a baby? Baby can be called as a calf. So in the evening, when the mother comes back, then immediately what this calf do? The mother will run towards its calf, and it starts licking its baby. So this kind of a situation shows the happiness and love. It shows the affection towards others. Correct. And even we can find some special nature like this: hissing of snakes. Psst, psst, like this. That is the hissing of snakes, and the next barking of dogs. Whenever the dog is barking, when it barks, that means when some strange people enter your home, at the time it barks. And then, so stiffing of nails in a hedgehog. Hedgehog means pork pine, right? Oh, mullapandi, right? So here the hair is very soft in the beginning, but whenever this animal has any threat, then what happens? Then immediately the hair becomes very, very stiff, just like thorns, just like very sharp weapons, right? And even bad smell from a Tasmanian devil. So all these things are certainly the expressions shown by different types of animals. Why? Why means to protect themselves from predators. Now, when you take this snake, the snakes, without any reason, they won't bite, they won't kill, or they won't harm the other animals. Okay, but whenever there is a threat, only at the time, in order to protect itself, first it produces that sound, and even if there is no other way, then it tries to kill that. Got it? Okay. So these are the various methods which are used by different types of animals in order to protect themselves from their predators. Predators means we can say enemies, right? And here we can find one word, ethology. What is ethology means? This is the branch of science which study about animal behavior. And already this ethology begins with the works, with the studies of three scientists, that is Nicholas Timbergen, then Conrad Lorenz, and even Carvan Fritsch. So because of their great research and experiments, done towards this animal behavior. There's three scientists, they got Nobel Prize. They got a Nobel Prize. What? So it's about the activity, and what's the last one means. Do you know? Now some animals gives a very very bad smell from their body. Actually, why means to protect from predators. Okay, and what is a good example for that means there's a Tasmanian devil. Tasmanian devil, it produce worst smelling animal. Worst means very very bad smell, very very bad smell, right? And even there is one beetle, we call that as a bombardier beetle. Bombardier beetle. Correct. So these two, they produce a very very bad smell. So when we take this beetle, in this beetles we can find two types of chemicals. Two types of chemicals. What are they? One is a hydroquinone, and the next one hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide. So whenever this beetle is in a fear or in a threatened, then one enzyme will be produced, and this enzyme will combine these two chemicals. It combines these two chemicals, and so it gets a heated up. And then it produces what? It produces a bad smell. Correct. This is way how these animals are able to produce a bad smell. And here we can find the picture. What is this? This is a Tasmanian devil. Tasmanian devil. And what is this? That is a bombardier beetle. Here, can you see? Here we can find one white colored structure. What is this? This is a liquid. This is the liquid that is sprayed to outside. Okay, right? Chemical, right? And because of this chemical, it gives a very very bad smell. Correct. Okay. So that's all for today. And with this, we come to the end of this chapter. And have a good day. Thank you.